right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your weekly astrology forecast for July 1st through 7th. What a powerful week it is going to be. The themes for you this week are personal reinvention, self-worth, and shifting identity. So the Venus-Uranus conjunction is happening right on you, right? Not only is it in your house, but also Venus represents you. You are Venus. That is your ruling planet. So this Venus-Uranus conjunction will be shaking up how others perceive you and how you value yourself. You may crave a radical change in your look, your lifestyle, or how you pursue pleasure or anything like that. And with Uranus having gone through your house, you've probably likely gone through some of these changes over the last 7 to 8 years, but this is kind of the final push, especially with Venus representing you. It's like, okay, this is the change I've got to make. Like, I've been thinking about it, things like that. That could be that powerful of energy. And then with Venus moving into Gemini, your second house of money and resources gets a magnetism boost. And with the Pluto, the Venus-Pluto trine, you could start drawing in resources that align with your deeper sense of power. Or there may be changes in your, because Aquarius is your 10th house, so this trine, so maybe there's a transformation or a major change in your finances, a job opportunity, something like that. So that is exciting with that trine. And then Uranus leaving your first house and going into the second house might bring a subtle exhale, right? Uranus having gone through transforming you and shaking things up with everything about you and everything about your life basically over the last 7 to 8 years, it going into your second house could be a sudden exhale, like a sigh of relief. The unpredictable reinvention era is shifting into your values. So clearly we have all 12 signs, within us. So it's not that like Uranus has stopped working with you. It's just going to be working with you in a different way over the next 7 to 8 years. So keep an eye out for when I do post my Uranus through the signs video. You may be interested to see what might be coming up for you over the next 7 to 8 years as I go into it deeper, what this might bring. But it might shift your values and potentially could bring over the next 7 to 8 years some unpredictability in your finances. So and maybe that's coming up with this transformation in your job. Maybe you'll be doing some entrepreneurship or something like that, which the finances are clearly a little bit more unstable sometimes with that. So keep your eyes out for that video. And then we have Neptune in Aries turning retrograde in your 12th house, which will begin a spiritual fog clearing. So old illusions around solitude, sacrifice, or healing may unravel and become a little bit more clear for you. So that is very exciting. So now let's go ahead and pull a tarot card to see what insights we can get. I'm using the Light Seers deck. If this is a deck that you're interested in, I do have the link in the description below to purchase. Okay, so what I'm asking the cards for everybody is, with all this Uranus energy and all these shakeups that is going to happen this week, how do we need to ground in? So how do my Taurus people need to focus on grounding in the energy and in all its unpredictability this week. So when unpredictable things start showing up, good or, you know, maybe not as exciting of ones, although with Venus, I think it will be exciting. But how can you remain grounded with all this unstabilizing energy? Okay, so I did have one fly out, so you guys get 2 cards. Okay, so the stabilizing energy, the card that I pulled is the Knight of Wands. Knights like to take action. They are always moving. And Wands is our passion, our desire, right? So I'm feeling the way for you to ground in, Taurus people, is to move. To move, to take action. Perhaps the best way for you to ground in is to exercise, right? The fire energy, get that fire energy right. If you have a lot of nervous energy coming through, because Uranus is our nervous system as well, and with it being in your first house, conjoining you might have a lot of nervous energy in your body, and so the best way to get it out is to move that fiery energy, get it out of your body. Don't stay stagnant, because then it might, you know, potentially manifest as some type of physical symptom or emotional symptom or something like that. So the Knight of Wands is really telling me that the best way for you to ground in the energy of this week is to remain active, and to also, with the Knights, if there is something that you can pursue, if there is something that is, you know, coming up for you with this energy that you feel like you need to act on quickly, this is kind of also giving me the yes, like ground the energy in by acting on it, but also get the exercise. The card that popped out was the 5 of Wands. So this could be, you know, perhaps with all this Uranus and unpredictable energy, maybe you might feel like you might have those thoughts where maybe people are judging you, you know, especially since this is in your first house of self where Venus and Uranus meet up. And then when Uranus moves, it goes into your house of, you know, self-worth and values and money and things like that. So perhaps there could be some conflict that you're feeling from the outside, feeling like you have to defend yourself, feeling like you're working against people, feeling judged or things like that. So the reminder here would just be, again, it's fire energy. So to move, like get any potential like anger or anything that's coming up for you, like move it through your body, be physical. And the other thing that this could be coming through, since being physical was coming through so strongly for me with this one, maybe this is a sign that a way to ground in this energy is to do some type of like martial arts or boxing or something like that. Like, you know, because this is kind of a card about conflict, and a way to exercise with that conflict energy, right, is like the martial arts type things. So that if that is something that you enjoy, definitely consider that. But also just a reminder to ground into yourself and to not be worried about the outside world. But really the overall message that I'm feeling with both of these is that the nervous energy, the electricity that you might be feeling going through your body this week, the best way to deal with it is to exercise and get it out, and to maybe do some type of combat sport. So that is it for you. I hope you have enjoyed this. Comment below with what you're most excited about or nervous about this week, and I will see you here hopefully next week for next week's forecast.